Governor Rick Scott came here to Mariana, Florida to survey some of the damage well inland, damage like this right here. We talked to a woman whose son survived inside this building.
He's lucky. Everyone's lucky.
Amy Hubner showed us where her son escaped death as a building far from the coastline came crashing down into the street.
He was up there watching things go down the street and saw the bricks start to shake, saw one fall out, so he ran. By the time he got to the stairs, this whole wall collapsed right here.
It's an example of how expansive the damage zone is, engulfing almost the entire panhandle of Florida. So much area to search for victims with so little time.
Even though our search and rescue teams are working to get down there, the roads aren't that passable yet.
Governor Rick Scott toured Mariana today after examining other hard-hit towns as the number of fatalities passed a dozen in the U.S. And just to give you an example of how it's literally all hands on deck, I watched in our hotel lobby as FWC officers walked in with the names of the missing written on their hands. The officers were tasked with checking hotel guest lists to clear those names in hopes search and rescue crews could move more quickly through areas like Mexico Beach and Panama City, where we saw what amounts to total devastation. In those places, there are few options for getting in needed supplies.
Where we can get there by truck, we're getting there by truck. We have 6 locations where we're distributing food and water. In Panama City, as an example, but places like Mexico Beach, we have to do it by air. Port St. Joe, we have to do it by air.
And it's hard to wrap your head around the scope of all this, so let me give you this as an example of how big this is. Right now, we are 90 miles inland from where this thing made landfall in Mexico Beach. Reporting in Mariana, Florida, Steve Barrett, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.